What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from AI to 10K. And today I want to talk about LinkTree. You guys have probably heard of it. A lot of you probably use it. LinkTree is pretty awesome. It's been around for a while. I'm really surprised that no one has just like built their own LinkTree. So that's kind of what we're talking about today, right? Everything's been about vibe creating, vibe marketing, vibe coding. We're going to do a little bit of all that, and I'm going to show you exactly what I came up with here. So this is my new LinkTree. Right? Obviously, it's not going to have all the analytics and everything else that you pay for with a paid subscription for LinkTree, but it's different and it screams more of me, right? So this is what I created. It looks like a terminal to where you can come in and type like a ChatGPT prompt. But what it really does is opens up my websites. So if you want to get some free prompts, you want to join my newsletter, the Facebook group, YouTube, TikTok, and obviously the Insiders AI to 10K Insiders School Community. Right? So pretty cool. It works on mobile devices. All it took was 4 different prompts inside of VO. Now it took way more prompts in ChatGPT. So I'm going to break it down and show you exactly what I did. So let's go back front to the beginning here. So I started with a really stupid simple prompt. Create a product image that feels like my brand. Well, if you guys know anything about me, shiny object syndrome, I have a lot of ideas. Matter of fact, I've got like probably 10 ideas going over here. And that is the beauty of AI. And that's something I want to talk about a lot in this group is that generalists will win in the future over specialists, right? So people who say that you're jack of all trades but master of none, well, we're a jack of all trades and we're a master of done. And AI helps us take our ideas, research them, refine them, and then build out demos or build out whatever we're basically thinking about and vibing on and just creating it, right? So I saw a TikTok where a guy created his own like, little link tree. Like, that's cool. Let me see if I can do something similar. So again, I started with this simple prompt. Obviously, I live at the beach. I have a clothing brand called Lagoonies. I work on that through ChatGPT a lot. Obviously, I'm working in the AI space. I live at the beach. So it's asking me all kinds of different stuff. And I said, I just put, you decide. I want it to scream vibe coding, vibe marketing, vibe creating. It just needs to be something that screams Britt Moreno made this. As a lifelong entrepreneur, experiential digital marketing expert, visionary, maverick, jack of all trades, but master of done, AI expert and enthusiast, you know me. I've been talking to you for well over 2 years now. And it just gives me this. I'm like, that's not what I was looking for. I said, no, I don't want an image of a person. I was thinking of some kind of product image, not a t-shirt, but something I can use as inspiration for a website I want to design. Make sense? So it's got it. Cool. Here's some concept directions. And I really kind of dug this. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like shiny object fuel. I'm going to use that in an image somewhere for sure. And it started with vibe coder. I was like, well, we're not just vibe coding, we're vibe creating. So that's the future. If you can describe it, you can create it. And I was like, let's create a version that's a little more modern, like a tech close-up, sharp lighting, smooth materials, editorial angles, fake tech gadget, like basically looks like a Kickstarter product, right? And it came up with it. And I'm like, that's cool. I said, but I want bright and colorful. Obviously, I got pink stuff, orange stuff. All my artwork's about to be going up. I was like, okay, that's better, but it doesn't really look like a real project or a real product. And obviously, it left out the R there. And here we're getting a little bit better. We're getting closer. I like the knob there. And I asked it again. I was like, okay, I want a knob with some knurling, and I want it kind of angled up, like a high dock, if you guys have seen those products before. And I said, I want splashy, modern take on retro vibes and colors. I want the product to be larger, include more buttons without text on them, and at least one switch. I said, okay, so it gave me this. I was like, okay, we're getting there, but obviously there's some issues. I don't like the screen being red. This switch is off. Don't love it. I said, all right, much better. So give it to me in landscape, move the switch at the top to the bottom panel, ensure that I can see the entire product, make it much wider. Use the uploaded image for inspiration, but do not copy it. Give some pop art color splash in the background that works with the product. Change the screen color to black. Think about it as like teenage engineering. And if you guys know, like teenage engineering makes some really beautiful products. Their hardware is astounding. It's beautiful. So I went to this guy's LinkTree type page and I was like, I really like the idea. Let's see how we can improve upon it. I said, I love this image. This is what I want my design to look like. I need links to my free newsletter, so I can give it my resources, right? So my free newsletter, my free Facebook group, both are AI to 10K, but need descriptions for reasons to join each. a link to my TikTok, a link to my YouTube channel, and a link to my paid school community, AI to 10K Insiders. I'm attaching 2 screenshots from a page as a reference to model and improve upon while keeping my style and branding we've worked on here. I want you to give me the prompt to give the VO along with where I need to input my links in the prompt to build this style landing page, link and bio that is way cooler than anything LinkTree has, right? So it gave me this. Cool, perfect, right? And I just asked, is this a mobile and tablet responsive? It says yes, okay, great. And it actually kind of started to create it here. I can actually come here and look. You can do a little preview. And it gave me, and you can see my image obviously didn't upload because it needs to be hosted. It was a decent little start here, but I didn't love it. I said, I want to see what VO can do. So we can stop that, and we can exit out of that. So you could theoretically do this in ChatGPT, but VO just makes it simple, and VO is actually free to use for so many credits. For something simple like this, you can totally get it up off the ground and launch it. It literally took me less than an hour to do this. So you can see how I kind of went back and forth. And I went over the VO. And for those of you who don't know, it's vo.dev, or v0 actually. It's v0.dev is the site. And it's just like Lovable or Bolt or any other of the no-code prompting tools, right? And I just took that post and I added it in there. I took my links and I added them in the right place. And it says, give me the retro modern vibe creator landing page. It did take my image and kind of throw it in the corner, and I still want to do something with it, but it looked out of place. It just kind of just sat over there. It didn't really blend in or do anything. Maybe I need to remove the background and place it somewhere and make it 3D. But for now, again, we're just kind of roughshotting and going with what we got. So I removed that image. That was my second prompt. So version 1, it created it. I can actually see if I can view this. I'll show you. So if we go back to version 1, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, like, not really what I was looking for. I wanted it to kind of more splash and like just a little more oomph, but I didn't love it. So I said, perfect, remove the image in the bottom right corner, but leave everything else the same. Great. So here's the second prompt that I used. It removed that image and it gave me this. But if you notice, I can't scroll, which I don't need to scroll because on my desktop, I'm fine. But on my phone, I noticed that I couldn't see anything past Facebook groups. So I said, okay. I said, one last thing. The drop-down menu is not scrollable on my mobile phone, and I cannot see all of my links. We need to fix that. Do not change anything else, right? Okay, so it said it'll fix it. Let's view it. Let's see what we get from there. Boom. All right, so still not scrollable. Huh, weird. So I took some screenshots on my phone, sent it to my Mac, and I said, it's still not fully scrollable on a mobile phone. I'm on an iPhone 16 Pro. I provided some screenshots of reference. The design should work on any mobile device, including tablets. It says, I'll fix the drop-down menu to ensure it's fully scrollable on mobile devices, including when the keyboard is open. So if I go to View, I think this has scroll. So it's not scrollable on my desktop, at least not here. But if I go and open a new tab here, maybe it's scrollable on this. No, because it doesn't need to be scrollable. There's nothing there that needs to be scrollable. But if I go to my mobile phone, it's actually working. Now, well, Brent, how do we have this? How do we use it? So you very simply, you go to deploy. And what's really cool is I can go over here and I can configure my custom domain. So I can buy a custom domain, but what I just did was just created a custom domain here and just put it vibecreator.vercel.app. It was available, so I hit save. And now on my Facebook page, all my Facebook pages, all of my websites, all of my TikToks, all that stuff, I can use that as like my link tree. So when you come to it, you'll be able to see it and use it and actually direct yourself to resources. And at any point in time, if I want to come back and change it, I can save all my code and add things. Matter of fact, if I want to do that now, download zip, since it's done. And if you guys want to check it out, you can go to vibecreator.vercel.app, I believe is the address here. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, vibecreator.vercel.app. You guys can look at it and play around. But it's just that simple, guys. That is how fast you can iterate and build something cool. And if you want to change anything at any point in time, all you got to do is tell it. Like, hey, I want this, I want to add that, I want to remove this. For instance, I think I want to add some like elements in the background. I'd like to include more of that color and that pop without drowning out the drop down menu or the terminal and making it too busy. But yeah, that's how it's done, guys. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments.